welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping straight into the AMX-011 Zaku III. You know, that really imposing Neo Zeon machine from Mobile Suit Gundam ZZ. Clearly a direct successor to the classic MS-06 Zaku II.
Oh, absolutely. And what's really fascinating about the Zaku III is how its design just screams rapid technological advancement. We're talking barely a decade after the One-Year War, and you see this leap in weapons tech.
Right.
It was meant to be this robust, adaptable suit.
Yeah.
You know, handle lots of different combat situations. Sort of a workhorse, but a really advanced one.
And for many of us, our connection is through the Bandai model kit, right?
Definitely.
That came out September 2000. It was number 14 in the high-grade Universal Century line. Pretty early on for HGUC, actually.
Yeah, classic kit by now.
So, looking at the kit itself, the price back then was 1,500 Japanese yen.
Yeah.
Released September 2000, like you said. Scale is 144th. So it stands about, what, 14.6 centimeters? That's roughly 5.75 inches tall. A standard retail release, straight from Double Zeta.
And the kit itself, well, looking back from today's standards, the articulation is functional for its time. Let's put it that way. You get full head rotation, which is good. The elbows bend 90 degrees, respectable.
Yeah, that's not bad for 2000.
None at all. But the knees, they're a bit restricted, maybe 40 degrees. That back leg armor design kind of gets in the way.
But it makes up for it with some really neat gimmicks, faithful to the actual suit design.
True.
Like the front skirt armor panels, they actually lift up and pivot forward, deploying these little integrated beam cannons.
Yeah, that's a cool touch.
And you can attach the heat blade to the beam rifle. Plus, it has deployable heel claws. Helps with stability for posing, you know.
Definitely helps lock it into a pose.
So what's in the box then?
Okay, so you get all the parts for the Zaku III itself, naturally.
Right.
One pair of hands for holding weapons, another pair of trigger finger hands,
Standard loadout.
and then the weapons. A beam rifle, that heat blade we mentioned, and a beam saber. Covers the basics.
All you need, really.
Shifting back to the mobile suit itself in the show, the AMX-011 Zaku III was designed as Neo Zeon's next general-purpose suit. Big upgrades in power output, sensor range, acceleration. It was a serious step up.
It really was. But here's the interesting part, development-wise. Despite being technically superior in many ways, it actually lost the competition to be the main mass production suit.
Oh, to what?
To the AMX-013 Dove and Wolf.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily that the Zaku III was bad, maybe just too complex, or resource-intensive for Neo Zeon at the time.
Logistics. Always the deciding factor.
Pretty much. The Dove and Wolf might have been easier or cheaper to churn out in large numbers, which they needed. Still, they did build a limited number of Zaku IIIs, and they saw action in some pretty major controversial moments.
Like the Dublin colony drop.
Exactly. A grim demonstration of Neo Zeon's power, and the Zaku III was there.
And who was piloting the standard production version? Any notable names?
The main one we associate with the production type is Recon Dakarn, but the one everyone really remembers is the variant, right? The AMX-011S Zaku III Custom.
Masham Sham Chellos machine.
That's the one, piloted by the very enthusiastic Masham Cello.
Yeah.
It was technically a prototype, had some different gear, a unique head design, different backpack. It really stood out, kind of matched his personality, you know?
Definitely felt like his suit. So, thinking about all this, for you listening, the Zaku III has this interesting legacy, doesn't it? It's this powerful, advanced design that, well, just missed out on becoming the next big thing in mass production.
Right.
But the design and the model kit still have this real enduring appeal.
It makes you think, you know, how sometimes the best tech on paper doesn't always win out. Strategy, resources, timing, all that plays a huge role in which mobile suits actually define an era in the Gundam universe. It's not just about the specs.
That's a great point. It's the whole picture. Well, if you've enjoyed this deep dive into the Zaku III, maybe consider subscribing. We do this kind of exploration regularly.
And just a heads up, this audio is generated using AI, specifically Gemini. We do our best to be accurate, but hey, mistakes can happen. If you spot any errors, please do let us know in the comments. We're also always working on getting the pronunciation of some tricky Gundam terms right. It can be complex, so apologies if we flub anything.